Hi everyone, my name is Karina and I'm a myHealth educator, and we're going to talk a little bit about self-care. So self-care is really important, that we're taking the time to do things to help recharge ourselves and give us the space we need. So one really great way to practice self-care is yoga. So today I'm going to show just a couple poses for yoga. And so with all of these poses, I'm just taking one deep breath in each pose, but it is totally up to you if you want to do multiple deep breaths. Do whatever feels comfortable. It could be that 1 or 2 deep breaths feels great, or maybe doing a couple deep breaths, seeing if you can stretch a little bit more, and then a few more deep breaths after that. Whatever feels good. And make sure that when you are stretching, you're not overstretching. So whatever feels comfortable, it shouldn't hurt. It should just kind of feel good to get that stretch in. And when we do deep breaths, when we're doing a pose on our right side and we take 2 breaths, then we make sure on our left side we also take 2 breaths to keep things even. So this next one we're going to do is going to be just standing yoga and a little bit of sitting yoga, mostly just stretches that are pretty easy. So try and find somewhere comfortable. Try not to be on a hard floor. So maybe if you have a yoga mat or a blanket or a carpeted area or a rug, anything like that would be a great space to try these out. So we're going to get started. When we do all of these poses, it's really good to take deep breaths. So a deep breath for us is going to be 4 seconds in and 4 seconds out. So we're going to quick practice that together before we get started. So inhale, exhale. Awesome. So we'll do that with each stretch as we go through. First, we're just going to move our bodies a bit to kind of get them warmed up. So I like to just twist a little and kind of like moving our legs back and forth like this. You can do whatever you like to just get a little warmed up. Sometimes I get a little cold when I'm sitting down. Perfect. So let's get started. First, we are just going to stretch, hold our arms up, and we can put our fingers together, kind of lace them together like that, and hold it up. And 1 deep breath. And down to the side. Next side. And then lean back. So that will just be a slight back bend like that, whatever you can do. Great. So we'll shake that out a bit. Next is a forward fold. So we can go down as far as we can, just trying to touch our toes. Another good way to do this, you can stretch out your legs, kind of shoulder width apart. Hold your elbows and just kind of let that release and move a bit. Awesome. And roll up nice and carefully. Great job. So next we're going to stretch these legs a bit. So we're going to widen our stance a little bit. Turn to one side and bend that leg down. So kind of like a lunge. And hold those arms out. We're going to take a deep breath together. And if it feels comfortable, you can do a couple more breaths. It's totally up to you. Next, we're just going to straighten that leg, come down like this, and this is triangle. So you can see our legs form a triangle, and our arm and our leg and body kind of form a triangle. And it's okay if you're up here, if you're down here, if you're all the way down here, just keep those legs straight. Perfect. We'll come back up. We'll switch sides. So stretch that other leg out, put our arms out, and take a deep breath. And just make sure if you did more than 1 breath on the other side, that you're doing that same amount when we do this other side. And stretch it out, triangle pose. Perfect. And if we want, we can come down here, see if we can touch the mat. We might be able to touch the mat with our hands. We might be able to come down further with our arms. We might even be able to touch it with our head. Whatever is comfortable. Don't overstretch. Awesome. And then slowly roll back up. Great. So we're going to shake it out a bit. We're going to do our arms again. So pull those arms like this. Another deep breath. Wonderful. Shake it out a bit. Another deep breath. Great. So we'll do our leg. This is a little bit of balance. So if you need to, you can always hold on to the wall. You can turn yourself so you have a little bit more balance. And we're just going to stretch this area out. So we're really stretching our thighs a bit. So we'll shake it out. Go to the other side. Hold that arm. Or hold the leg. Put our arm against that wall. Awesome. Cool. Great job. So we'll shake it out. So the next part, we're going to go and just sit down on our mat and do a couple things on that. Or blanket or floor, wherever you're at, but we're going to move to the ground. All right. So now that we're on the ground, we're just going to sit cross-legged and stand up, sit up straight, and take a deep breath together. Awesome. So we are going to move our feet so they're foot to foot, toe to toe, heel to heel. And if you want to, you can lean against a wall for this, or you can just do it on the floor. Anything is fine, whatever is comfortable. And just kind of let those knees go closer. So if you need to stretch out more, that's okay. Just make sure we have that straight back. So if we're leaning against, we're not slouching, we're not holding over. Instead, we've got our shoulders back, our heart out. Wonderful. So just take a breath, however that's comfortable. Next, I'm going to turn a bit so you can see. We're going to stretch one leg out and have the other leg stretched in. And make sure we're sitting straight. If we want, we can try and reach further. So we could hit our knee or our shin. Or if we can stretch all the way, we can reach those toes. Whatever is comfortable. And then in this position, take a deep breath. Good job. So next we'll shake it out a bit, move those legs a little, kind of roll a bit, make sure we're keeping them loose. I'm going to turn so I can do my next side. So we're going to do the same thing, stretch that opposite leg out, put the other leg in as far as you can. It's okay if you can only do to your knee, or maybe your thigh, or maybe you can go all the way to the top of your leg, whatever works. And then once again, choose a spot. And take a deep breath. Exhale. Good job. We're going to come back here. So we're going to sit. Make sure you pay attention. Right now, I have my right leg in front. So figure out what leg is in front. And we are just going to casually put our arms over, stretch a bit, make our body a little warm, ready to go. And then when we're ready, we're going to choose a side and take a deep breath and feel that stretch. You're going to feel it kind of stretching along your back, along your ribs. And a deep breath. And then on the other side. Wonderful. So now, stretch out your legs a bit, shake them a little, and then put the opposite leg. So this time it'll be my left leg up front. And this one you're gonna need a little bit of space and we're gonna twist again. So just keep it fluid, moving around. And then when you feel ready, you can take a break and hold it. Have your chin over your shoulder if you can. Keep that back straight. Perfect. And then the next side. Wonderful. So the next part is just taking a second to lay down, stretch our body out a bit, and also give us space to just relax our mind and our body. So there are a couple ways you can lay down. You can lay all the way down, so put your legs down, body down, and lay. And make sure that when you have your hands out, your palms are up, you're laying flat, your shoulders kind of come together a little bit. Your feet can fall to the side, whatever's comfortable. Or if you want, you can stay here, but move your legs into that butterfly that we had earlier, where your feet are gonna come together again, but you lay flat like that. Keep those palms open again. And whatever is comfortable, lay in this position. Stay there for a few seconds. Maybe see if you can do 4 or 5 deep breaths. And just take that time. Notice if there's any parts in your body that are a little stiff, that maybe feel a little sore or tired, or maybe they're tense at the moment, and just try to relax all of it. So relax your face, relax your legs, your arms, your back, your body, all of it. And just take a few seconds to just be still and really lock in all of the stretching we just did.